Yeah, so within the camps, you got spies with different agendas. Okay? Let's get that in Galatians, the 2nd chapter. And this is why we have to be circumspect. I think it was Jeremiah said, trust, what is that? Jeremiah, the 9th chapter. And then we're going to go to Galatians. Jeremiah 9 and it is right here. Jeremiah 9 and 3, I'll start there. And they bend their tongues like their bow for lies, but they are not valiant for the truth. Right? You got guys with different agendas. All right, they're not valiant for the truth. And here it is, they're really a spy for, Esau's government, as it were, but they mount as acting as if they're brothers. Okay, so they have what? They have bent their tongue, or their tongues like their bow, for lies, but are not valiant for the truth upon the earth, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, saith the Lord. Even though they claim they're among us, they really don't believe. Like I said, they have a different agenda. Then it goes on to say, Jeremiah 9 and 4, take ye heed, every one of his neighbor, or every one of his brother, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. See that? And they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity. That's them guys, man. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit, which is why we have to be circumspect. Through deceit they refuse to know me, saith the Lord. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let's go back to the 4th verse in the NLT. Beware of your neighbor. Don't even trust your brother. For brother takes advantage of brother, and friend slanders friend. And they're warning signs, man. If you're circumspect and like the brother who made that video, if your head is on the swivel, he mentioned that. You can see the signs. They're signs that shows you that a guy is really not a brother. Okay. They all fool and defraud each other. See, but wait a minute. It is written, if it were possible, they shall fool the very elect. It's not possible. So that's what I mean about signs. The elect, the hopeful elect, can see the signs because the Holy Spirit is dealing with that individual. The Holy Spirit has given him, the Apostle Paul spoke about spiritual gifts. One of those spiritual gifts is discernment. Hold up, let's hold that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter. The gift of discernment, man. That's one of the things you discern. This guy, I got my eye on this guy. This guy, he's something about him, man. I think he's an agent. That's discernment. 1 Corinthians 12. And this is where the Apostle Paul spoke about the gifts. Let me get the... Okay, I went too far. Yep, the use of spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts, right? Let's read about it. 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal, right? Beginning with the elect. Now here are the different gifts. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another, here we go, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy. So these are all spiritual gifts, right? To another discerning of spirits. Discerning of spirits. See that? Discerning of spirits. Let's read that in the... So if a guy is in the wrong spirit, there are those among the brotherhood, the true brotherhood, that can discern him. All right, if he's got the spirit of spy, a spirit of a spy, that's the best word. If he's working for the other side, there are men that have the spirit to discern this guy. That's part of the spiritual gift. Okay, that's why it is written, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. It's not possible. Because the elect, they'll have that kind of spirit, the spirit of discernment. This is the 10th verse. He gives one person the power to perform miracles and another the ability to prophesy. He gives someone else the ability to discern whether a message is from the Spirit of the Most High or from another spirit, or for that matter, a person. If that guy among us, if he has another spirit, if he doesn't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, what kind of spirit does he have? There are guys that are able to discern this kind of guy. Still, another person is given the ability to speak in an unknown language, right? Which, unknown language back then, that would be like your Latin or your different languages back then. You had them back then, okay? I just want to take a look at that word discern. Discern is the Greek word.
Strong's G 1253. Diakrisis. Diakrisis.
A distinguishing, discerning. A distinguishing, discerning. Judging. Now, the same Apostle Paul said, a spiritual man judgeth all things, but he himself is judge of no man. That's 1 Corinthians 2:15. So once again, you have brothers out there that are on that level. They're able to discern and judge rightly, because we do have spies and turncoats among us, man. We do. And some of them think that we really can't discern them.